The year was 1995, man, and it was me and my homeboy. We was in a stolen vehicle. And when we was in this stolen vehicle, somehow there was a tape in a tape deck. And the tape was J-Felony. The Locust on his own. I've been a fan of J-Felony ever since I heard that song in 1995. It was me and my homeboy Lil Smoke, man. We was in the stolen vehicle, hitting corners in the hood, playing The Locust on his own. I didn't know he was from San Diego, California at the time. You know, back then I was probably 15. So you think everybody that you hear is from LA. He definitely had that aura of, you know, one of the big homies or somebody that I would see in the hood. But anyway, man, as time went by, I got to understand more about San Diego. In my eyes, this is one of the dudes who put San Diego on the map as far as the rap scene. This is a legend in my eyes, man. And I'm also honored to know J-Felony. Now, it's a thing that's going on the internet with Luce Cannon. I haven't met Luce Cannon. You know, I have talked to him, interact with him through Instagram, DM message. We had a few words, you know, internet stuff, nothing more than that. Personally, I don't know him. I don't know his character. Only what I see him projecting on the internet. So I will say this. I have met J-Felony when I got out of prison. My whole time in prison, I used to work out to some of his music, man. I had all his albums when I was locked up in there. So yes, I am a fan of his music, man. The Dago dudes, when I was locked up in Centinela, Ironwood, a couple of other prisons, the San Diego dudes would stand up, solid dudes, man. I met a lot of them. Matter of fact, I got my tattoo on my back arm by a guy from West Coast, a dude named Air Dog from San Diego, man. Did my first gang bang tattoo, put the hood on my back arms, man. They were some solid cats. When I came home, I did music with the game, the rapper, the game, other rappers. I met a whole lot of rappers in this business, Snoop Dogg. I met a lot of these guys. When I met J-Felony, I had a song called Where the Crips At. It was me, J-Felony, and one dude from AD, from Community, his homie, named TC. Now, I went to jail. My case was over, you know what I'm saying, something that transpired and that happened with me and AD homeboy. So for me to do that song with somebody from Lantana Block, I felt like that was me bridging the gap, trying to get everything back how it used to be, you know what I'm saying? Because when I grew up on AD side of, close to his hood. So we interact with them dudes when I was coming up, my generation. I know a lot of them cats. So for me to do that, it was to let dudes know that, I ain't tripping. Let's make some music. Let's do this. And it was cool, man. When J-Felony pulled up to the studio, it was at nighttime, probably like around 8 o'clock at night. It was me and my homeboy, Mike Cooley. J-O pulled up by himself. Nobody by himself. I remember him pulling up in a 750 BMW. He pulled up by himself. He got out the car. He walked straight to the trunk of the car. And all I heard was click. When y'all hear that noise, y'all know what that is. If you from the hood, you from the streets, we all know what that sound was. That was him putting his strap in his waistband. Yeah, I seen that. So when I walked to the car, gave him a handshake. What up, homie? I'm rocking. What up, I'm Jayo. So we go to the back. We do the song off the rip, man. The dude, his aura was gangster, stand up, solid. And what I respect, he came by himself. He didn't come with an army of people. Most of the time when you pull up to somebody's city, somebody's hood, you're going to at least bring one homie that's strapped up. For y'all don't know what strapped up mean, one homie with a pistol. We went in there and knocked the song out, and I believe he charged me at that time $1,000. He showed me some crib love. $1,000, that was cool. For a feature from somebody that had been on multi-platinum hits with various artists that we are familiar with. The East Siders, E40, other artists. He charged me $1,000. Now I'm gonna tell you why I really respect this dude. For one, he came by himself. But two, the homie paid for the feature. The homie wanted me to do a song with Trady, I believe, at the time. And somehow we end up paying J-Felony for the feature. The next day, the homeboy hit me up. He like, Rock, I'm missing $1,000, man. Did I give you an extra 1,000 last night when we paid Jayo? I said, nah. I said, matter of fact, let me check my pockets, homie. Check my pockets. I don't recall. I just remember him giving me the $1,000 and I gave to Jayo. I called Jayo up. I said, hey, Jayo. He said, what up? I say, man, yesterday, did I give you an extra 1,000, man? And he was like, nah, I don't think so. He like, hold on, homie, let me check. Now, this one I knew dude was solid. Anybody else, they would have been like, nah, you ain't gave me none, homie. Or they probably wouldn't answer their phone after they did the business. Man, dude was like, he like, man, I ain't even count this shit. He counting the money up. He like, damn, y'all did give me an extra 1,000. He was like, well, look, I'm gonna be in Compton. Y'all can meet me at the Crystal Park Casino. We go up to the casino. He comes J-Felony, take the money out, and $100 bills. Gave us the money. Went on about his business. He was a solid dude. I didn't get no busterism from him, none of that. And from what I hear, you know what I'm saying, he just like us. He know these LA streets. He got Compton streets. Everybody out here look at him as a solid stand-up dude. I have not heard no smut as far as somebody beating him up, putting their hands on him, or any of that. I seen him on the talk show with Alex Alonso yesterday, and when I seen the show, Jayo was going off about the incident where Luce Cannon said that he slapped him. Now, me personally, for me meeting him that one time and the vibe that I got from him, I didn't see him let somebody slap him and he didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. As I'm calling Luce Cannon a liar, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know too much about this incident. I'm just speaking on the person that I met. I have met him. I have never met Luce Cannon. And this dude, known to have, when I seen him that day, he had his his pistol on him. So I know for sure he was ready for whatever came with it. He came by himself, and we was planning on doing something to him, jacking him, or anything like that. It wasn't gonna be an easy fight. That's why when I seen him on Alex Alonso yesterday, I could feel the rage. And the only reason why I'm speaking on this issue, because I know a lot of rap dudes, I know a lot of internet dudes that get on the internet. I know a lot of rappers that portray that rap style, that life in these rap songs, but they really don't be what they be rapping about. This dude right here is really what he rap about. He really from the streets, and he really known out here for being from where he's from. He's not a studio gangster by far. I don't see him getting slapped, man. I don't see him getting slapped and not doing nothing. He followed me on Facebook. We interact a lot. And all the people that I know from his neighborhood, I haven't heard one story about him being a buster, people beating him up, or, things that you hear other rappers. I ain't never heard the things that you hear about these other rappers when his name is mentioned and brought up from the dudes that I know or met from San Diego. They all give him his props. Oh, that's the homie. Real stand-up guy. He proved to be a stand-up guy that day when he came by himself. He proved to be a stand-up guy when he gave us the extra money. The homie was drunk, faded that night. Gave him a little bit too much money. That's solid. When I seen him on Alex Alonso, I understand the content game. I understand that you got to boost the channel up. You got to get the views rolling in. So you're going to put a little spice on it. I just felt like doing the interview, instead of Alex letting Jayo really like spit his spiel, Alex seemed like he was pouring a little gas on it. You know what I'm saying? When you in your emotions, your feelings about slander, people putting something on your name and his words that ain't true, you're gonna want to get your point across. You're gonna want to make it felt. You want to make people feel it. And I felt like he played on the fact that J-Felony was, he was on his gangster tip. Now I get it. I understand the content game. I understand Alex got a role to play because he got to make his bread. He got to get the ratings up. He got to get the views up. He got to get the people to come over there and check it out. He got J-Felony on the show. So I get it. But at the same time, dudes on this internet, this content, these views, I don't think a lot of this stuff is worth putting yourself in that line of fire, because at the end of the day, man, a lot of dudes that's on here gonna have to meet they maker. They gonna have to face their opponent. And if it ever happened and y'all don't stand up to what y'all talking about on this internet, and somebody get a recording of something happening to you, it's gonna be all bad. Because a lot of dudes get on this internet and all they talk about all day is fades. The fades they took when they was in jail. I never heard one stabbing from none of these guys. I ain't heard one of these dudes on the internet say, man, I remember we got into it with dude and him. I pulled out my shank and stabbed him up. They talking about fades. That's kid stuff. You know, because the real gangsters, they don't need no gun. They gonna look at you and put some holes up in you for real. You gotta have heart to get up on somebody and hit them with that iron. You gotta have heart to get up on somebody and bust on them with that iron. If you really in that penitentiary, if you was in that penitentiary, in that lifestyle. I haven't heard any one of these dudes really name in the street circulating for really putting that work in like that. Now you got a few that's on the internet that have put that work in, and they on here right now. They just doing what they doing, they content, getting their money out the game. I get it. I understand they hustling. The hustle don't stop. The grind don't stop. But when you put yourself in a position, two things gonna happen. Either you're gonna have to get down, or you're gonna have to defend yourself with that pistol, because a lot of people ain't playing. They not playing, and you would definitely be a victim, or you would put yourself in a position to where you gotta protect yourself, all because of your mouth. You can make your mouth say anything, and the tongue is the most deadliest part of your body. It ain't your arms, your hands, it ain't your knuckles or none of that. It's your tongue, because your tongue it could talk life into existence or death into existence. It's kind of the Rick Rock. We ain't gonna spend too much time on here. Shout out Jayo. I had to speak up for the homie because I know him. And for one thing, for with the rips, to put somebody else down, we all have done it, especially another rip. It's all bad. It make us look real bad. And that have been something that all of us have got on this internet and did. Myself including other content creators. But I couldn't let this topic, it's kind of old. This topic right here happened a couple of days ago. I couldn't let this one get on and go by without saying nothing, because I do know the homie. I have did, business with the homie, and the homie was solid. Stand up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this is true or not. Only thing I'm saying is I don't see it happening with this guy. Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Gone.